2024 with ballistic missiles, anti-ship cruise missiles, as well as a warhead, as well as components of several other missiles. Prosecutors say that Pahlawan made multiple smuggling runs between August 2023 and January 2024. So this is a huge message coming in from the US judicial system when it comes to cracking down on the arms smuggling to Houthi rebels along the Red Sea. But in this case, a Pakistani national who was arrested by US forces in 2024 has now been convicted by a federal jury in the United States when it comes to cracking down on the illegal sale of Iranian weapons to the Houthi rebels in the Middle East along the Red Sea. That is the big piece of news that's coming in. That Pakistani national who was arrested in a US operation off the coast of Somalia, his name is Mohammed Pahlawan, and he has now been convicted by a federal jury in the United States for smuggling Iranian weapons to the Houthi rebels in Yemen. I'm joined by my colleague Siddhant Mishra on the broadcast. So Siddhant, this is also a huge catch for the US administration when it comes to cracking down on this illegal smuggling. But the fact that a Pakistani national is also involved in this, does this give any indication that the deep state is also involved in this smuggling of Iranian weapons to Houthi rebels?
Well, of course, Ayushman. In fact, going by the release, a federal jury convicted a Pakistani national today on charges related to smuggling Iranian-made advanced conventional weaponry destined for the Houthis in Yemen and threatening multiple witnesses. In fact, according to court's records and evidence presented at trial, it says that the Navy SEALs and member of the U.S. Coast Guard Maritime Security Response Team East boarded an unflagged dhow, a small vessel in the Arabian Sea of the coast of Somalia. The U.S. boarding team encountered 14 individual mariners on the vessel, including the captain Mohammed Pahlawan. During a search of the dhow, the U.S. boarding team located and seized Iranian-made advanced conventional weaponry, including ballistic missiles component, anti-ship cruise missile component, and a warhead. The type of weaponry found aboard is consistent with the weaponry used by the Houthi rebels forces during the time of the charged conspiracy against merchant ships and U.S. military ships in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden after the October 7 Hamas attack. And during the interdiction, Pahlawan lied to the boarding team, instructed other crew members to lie, and eventually threatened the lives of his crew members and their family. Now, Pahlawan's January 2024 trip was a part of a larger operation. This is what the release says. And in fact, from August 2023 through in or around January 24, Pahlawan worked with two Iranian brothers, Ayushman. In fact, their name has also been mentioned, affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, to smuggle materials from Iran to the Houthi rebel forces in Yemen. Pahlawan completed multiple smuggling voyages coordinated and funded by Shahbaz and Yunus by traveling with cargo from Iran to the coast of Somalia and transporting that cargo to another vessel for a nighttime ship-to-ship transfer. So perhaps it's a big racket that has been busted by the U.S. authorities, in which a Pakistani national has been convicted, for smuggling weaponry, ballistic missile components through a sea route to the Houthi rebels. Perhaps it has also been found that a similar weaponry has been used by the Houthi rebels at the time of charged conspiracy against merchant ships and U.S. military ships in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden.
Right. Thank you, Siddhant, for getting us that piece of breaking news. Now, shifting focus back home, ladies and gentlemen.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks.